We live in a very different world today. Internet news, especially the negative or controversial, travels at light speed. 24/7, the news cycle is unrelenting.
Very few people are born with the ability to make good decisions rapidly while under great stress. This explains why bad news and crisis responses are so often mishandled.
Let's face it, nobody likes bad news. Most human beings recoil at bad news. They don't like to be around it. They don't like to hear it. Most of all, they don't like to deliver it. And that explains why so often people ignore bad news and just hope that it will go away.
Today, a communications crisis can literally be a mouse click away. All it takes is a disgruntled employee who goes online and starts a nasty rumor, or a customer who feels they've been mistreated and starts blogging about it.
The number one management issue in dealing with bad news is time. The more a story drags on, the greater the damage to your reputation. It's imperative that you put time on your side.
When confronted with bad news, speed is everything. The hardest part about managing a crisis online is making the right decision right now.
If your response is bogged down while everybody wrings their hands, argues alternatives, or can't agree what to do, you'll be in trouble from the start. How you handle yourself in the early hours of a crisis determines how you will ultimately be viewed in the court of public opinion.
People are realistic. They know that bad things happen to good people all the time. That's why addressing your bad news situation directly and taking steps to make things right wins you people's respect. In fact, in our culture, learning from your mistakes is considered a positive.
Your mother was right. First impressions count. You get one chance to shape and control the story at the very beginning. You set the tone. Ignoring bad news or covering it up is not a strategy. It's a recipe for disaster, because that's when you lose control of the story.
Simplicity is a core strategy for a successful crisis response. If your crisis plan involves a thick 3-ring binder, you're in trouble from the get-go.
Look, we know you're going to be asked tough questions. So what's the best way to answer them? Answer them before they're asked. We can do this because we know from research what questions the media and the public will always ask.
No comment equals guilty as charged in the court of public opinion. We live in a time where institutional transparency is expected and demanded. The online world has changed the rules of engagement.
Today, the public is more sophisticated than ever before. Advances in technology and media proliferation have made them smart. They're attentive. They look and they listen. They can spot a phony a mile away, and they can detect a liar even more quickly. But they're willing to give you or a corporation the benefit of the doubt if they perceive in the media that you are doing the right thing, acting responsibly, acting constructively, doing the good, the right. If you want to know my favorite definition of public relations, it's doing the right thing and getting caught in the act.